Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel SK Solutions. My name is Deepthi Madhuri and I am a tally trainer. In previous video we discussed about how to record the transfer of godowns in Tallypram with an example. Today in this video we are going to learn about GST, nothing but goods and service tax. What is GST? What are the benefits of GST? What is the tax structure under GST? So don't skip this video because it is one of the important topic in Taliban. So watch this video till the end. So let's get started. Coming to what is GST. As we know that GST is nothing but tax, right? And GST stands for Goods and Service Tax levied on supply of goods and services. Yes, this GST has mainly levied on the supply of goods which has been consumed by the consumer and the services that has been supplied. And GST is nothing but an indirect tax. Indirect tax means the tax levied on the person who consumes the goods and services, and thus the consumer shall indirectly pay this tax to the government. This is nothing but indirect tax. And the GST has been introduced on 1st July 2017 and it is a destination based tax on consumption of goods and services. As GST is the indirect tax, so the tax burden can easily shifted from one person to another. And coming to this destination based tax, it is nothing but the final consumer is the person who paid GST, nothing but tax to the government. And this is the nothing but GST. This is the introduction to GST. And next, why is GST? Why GST has been introduced? Yes, in pre-GST regime means before GST there are lot of taxes, different taxes that has been collected separately by state government and separately by central government. Means both state and central government has collected the different taxes from the suppliers separately, and there is no uniform rate structure also. Means there are different states varies in different states, so it become difficult to the suppliers for the import and export of the goods and services. And by heavy taxes on goods and services can lead to high cost and inefficient tax structure. Moreover, in pre-GST regime there is no ITC benefit also, means we can't even set off the tax liability with ITC. It means input tax credit. And further, one more major limitation is cascading effect. In previous GST regime, there is cascading effect, nothing but tax on tax. So there are so many complications before GST has been implemented. So that's why to overcome these problems, the GST has been introduced. And after introducing the GST, there are so many benefits has been come with GST. Some of the benefits are taxes that are summed in GST. As I told that there are different taxes under pre-GST regime, right? Like VAT, excise duty, coming to service tax, there are a lot of taxes. So after introducing this GST, we need to pay only single tax instead of paying multiple taxes to the government. And there is simple tax structure also. It means there are in GST, under GST, there are uniform rates throughout the country. So there is no need to suffer different rates while exporting or importing the goods and services in different states. And coming to eliminates cascading effect. First of all, what is cascading effect? Yes, cascading effect is nothing but if I supplied goods to a customer and I received 1 lakh. On 1 lakh, I need to pay GST to the government, right? So government has levied 14% tax rate on 1 lakh. Nothing but so 14,000 is the tax that I need to pay to the government as tax. So add this 14,000 to 1 lakh. As I told you that under pre-GST regime there are different taxes. Again the government has collected another tax on such amount. On which amount 1 lakh plus 14,000 which has been earlier collected as a tax. So the total amount is 1,14,000. Again on 1,14,000, the government has been collected the another tax. This is nothing but cascading effect. So after introducing this GST, the cascading effect has been completely removed and increased in revenue. Yes, this GST is one of the reason which increases the revenue and encourages the suppliers to for important export of goods and services and easy and straightforward tax structure. And finally, GST is one nation, one tax. Next, GST tax structure. Yes, we supplied goods and services in two modes, intrastate or interstate. What is intrastate? If the supply of goods and services has been takes place within the state, that is nothing but intrastate. So under intrastate we need to pay two taxes, CGST and SGST. CGST nothing but central goods and service tax. This tax has been directly paid to the central government. Coming to SGST, state goods and service tax, it has been directly collected by state goods and service tax, and this UTGST is levied on union territories. Union territories. If any supply of goods and services has takes place within union territories, then this UTGST has been paid by the suppliers. This is the intrastate tax structure. And coming to interstate, this interstate is nothing but if the supply of goods and services has been taken place between different states, then it is called interstate. For example, if I am a supplier in Andhra Pradesh and I want to supply the goods to the supplier in Karnataka, so it is nothing but interstate transaction. Means I am supplying the goods to the person who is situated in another state. So here IGST has been paid. Here IGST has been paid by the person who imported such goods from other state. So this is IGST nothing but integrated tax. This integrated tax is the sum of CGST and SGST. Okay. And this is the tax structure of GST. Yes. As we know that on every supply of goods and services, a tax component of central and state will be applicable. Yes, on every goods which we had been purchased or which we had been sold, or any services has been takes place on each and every one, both the state and central government shall collect taxes. Coming to the GST rate structure, yes, under GST, as I told that there is uniform rate structure. Means each and every state shall collect and shall follows uniform rate structure only. Coming to zero rated, nothing but exempted goods. Means there are some notified goods or exempted goods. That means if any supply has been takes place on such goods, no GST has been collected. Nothing but zero rated goods. And merit rate. The goods that comes under merit rate, then the tax rate is 5%, and coming to standard rate, 12% and 18%. Demerit rate, nothing but this rate has mainly collected on luxury goods because see, the GST rate also so high, 28%. And there is also additional cess on from 1% to 25% on some luxury goods. This is the complete tax structure of GST. GST rate structure. That's it. This is the basic introduction part of GST. Thanks for watching. If you want to receive more updates on Tally Prime, accounting and related topics, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to receive latest updates.